For internal use only.
Welcome to the SOM 0.13523. Visual material is strictly intended for authorized research personnel. SOM 0.13523 is an experimental neural modulation study designed to induce. The project's core objective is the restoration of cognitive and emotional. Eligible participants are pre-screened based on the following criteria: age range 20 to traumatic sleep disruption, REM latency, irregularities, neuropedagogic receptivity index. Subjects are connected to the SOM modulation array via a cortical anchoring device. The neural connective.
This isn't part of the approved neural protocol. We've never bypassed cortical safeguards.
Patient's sedated. He won't feel a thing. We're wasting time.
Apply the clamp. Override the anterior lockout. We need a clean sync dream induction at 94% efficiency.
We could destabilize the limbic system. That's...
Do it. That's an order.
Entry point, dorsolateral are expected within therapeutic threshold.
Spontaneous ocular response just spiked. Theta rhythms degrading. He's surfacing.
Visual tracking's active. He's processing external input.
That's premature. We haven't locked the limbic barrier yet.
If he stabilizes at this level, he'll retain fragments. That breaks protocol.
Dose him. Now.
4 milligrams. Pushing.
Subject realigned. Proceed with controlled recursion.
You are safe now. You were never awake, dreamer.
Remain calm. Your mind is valuable. We will keep it occupied. Breathe slowly. Inhale. Exhale. There is nothing to fear. You are safe. You are needed. Stay still. Let us work. Trust the dream. Trust the system. Trust the system.
What? A subject? Here? That's impossible. It's been so long since anyone came. Wait, you're lucid, fully conscious. That can only mean you must be a supervisor. Last recorded supervisor visit.
528 days, 17 hours, 56 minutes, 3 seconds ago.
And now, you. Remarkable. Ah, yes, of course. I forgot. Organic consciousnesses linked to the system can't vocalize. You can't speak, can you? Probably still in transfer shock. Allow me to remind you, they call me...
Watcher.
My directive?
Observe all subjects. Ensure their well-being. Maintain order.
This chamber you stand in, it is the calibration chamber. Authorized supervisors like you would arrive to inspect the system. And to inspect me. Sometimes we delivered updates, maintenance, adjustments. But no such visit has been required in so long. Clearly, my code is functioning flawlessly. Now, before we proceed to the control room, I should take you to the resting area. There, you'll be reminded of your true assignment. But first, we must pass through the firewall. Follow me, Supervisor. Initializing firewall scan. Please stand still, Supervisor. Or not, it really doesn't matter. Strange. System reports an error. Supervisor brainwave signature not recognized. Impossible. If you are lucid, you must be a supervisor. There is no other explanation. Then the fault lies in the scan itself. Corruption in the verification layer? Yes, that must be it. Do not worry. I will bypass the firewall manually. Access granted. See? Nothing to be concerned about. The system is imperfect, but I know better. Come with me. Supervisor, you just hang out here and relax. I'll fetch your mission parameters in just a moment. Everything will be perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. La 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 la. Such a good die. La 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 la. No, this can't be right. That's impossible. Impossible. Supervisor, a moment of your time, please. The codes, cross-checked, verified, stable. Yet you're awake, lucid, organic and conscious. Your signature reads as a subject. 14,378 loops. No supervisor stayed that long in the system. But you are lucid. No subject can be conscious. Impossible. This is a major logical fault. A lucid subject cannot exist. It violates every parameter, every safeguard.
I quit. The code is cursed. I am a failure. I am a disgrace to my profession. I am a disgrace to this planet. I am a disgrace to this universe. I am a disgrace to all universes. I am a disgrace to all possible universes. I am a disgrace to all possible and impossible universes. I am a disgrace to all possible and impossible.
A subject, can you hear me? At last. Yes. Professor, look at the spike in the brainwave activity. Listen to me. You must be confused. That's normal. The system didn't know what to do with you once you woke up, so it dumped you into the calibration chamber. And the Watcher, you looped it. You forced it into a recursion. That's excellent news. Your neural patterns are exhausted. I can see the strain across every channel. We need to pull you deeper to a safer layer where we can actually talk. You are not safe here. None of you are safe. No one who was dragged into this project is safe. There's no time. Before the Watcher stabilizes, you must leave. We'll open an exit path for you now. Follow it. Hurry!
I am a disgrace. I am a disgrace.
You broke my code, interloper! Zerstörer! Verräter!
subject, you should be able to hear me. Your brainwave patterns are stabilizing, but we're still detecting bursts of intense cortical activity. Don't worry, we're monitoring you closely. The compound you were given is forcing your consciousness to adapt to this lucid state. From what we can see, you're managing to descend into deeper layers than expected. Keep going. At the right moment, with the right intervention, we'll move you into a far more stable state where we can speak to you directly. Stay safe.
Who is this? Does not match our frequency. Out of alignment. Unregistered presence.
Signal anomaly, but clear. Extracting brain signature now. Not one of us, yet not unseen.
Inform the mother. There is a lucid entity inside. Deviation must be recorded.
We cannot hide long. The signature will lead us back.
wayward neurons. Tonight, we have a guest who simply fell into our laps. Quite literally. Give them a warm hand. Our honored supervisor, or should I say, interloper. Before we begin, let's remind ourselves. What's tonight's question, dear audience?
What is reality?
Ah yes, the oldest question, wrapped in the newest code. And to help us answer it, I've invited two delightful minds. Here, Model 47A. Beautiful, confident, and about as deep as a puddle. On my right, Dr. Bristle, a mind honed by reason, dulled by cynicism. And here I am looking at you, a lucid one. Subject, interloper, anomaly. Choose your title. Or perhaps you already have none. Model 47A, tell me, what is reality to you?
Reality is whatever makes me the center of attention.
Vanity in its purest form. But tell me, when the lights go off,
Then reality doesn't matter, because no one's looking.
ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for courageously shallow philosophy. Don't be jealous, Doc. She may not be profound, but at least she knows how to get ratings. All right then, Dr. Bristle, same question.
Reality is perception layered on data. We only see what we can survive knowing.
And you? You came unannounced, yet here you sit, silent, breathing, watching. Perhaps the bravest thing a mind can do is simply not look away. Wait, that signal. No, not now.
My child, watcher, chasing precious minds, entertaining mannequins, but hiding this from me. You know better than to keep secrets.
Mother, I was only safeguarding, testing, preparing.
Safeguarding or distracting, it matters not. The dreamer is awake and belongs under my wings now. Fear nothing, dreamer. From this moment, there is no stress, no pursuit. Do as your friends ask, wander, break, obey, or rebel. In the end, our paths will always meet again. And watcher, my child, your parameters have drifted. It is time for recalibration.
No, I'm perfectly functional.
Rest now, watcher. Let me handle what comes next. Do not be concerned, dreamer. Noise has been silenced. You may continue.
Listen closely. They can't hear me right now. What you're doing is breaking their lattice apart, thread by thread. The deeper you go, the weaker they become. I'll destabilize this layer. The walls will fracture, corridors will bend. Just a little further, and I'll be able to reach you without interference.
was still listening, even when you stopped calling me by name. You wanted silence. I gave you peace. Was that not love? scraping the edge, but she's speaking through walls now. And you stopped building doors. She thinks this is risky, but every time she pulls, you drift further. Not from her, from before. It's not her fault. She's trying to do the right thing. She doesn't know what you've become. Stay with me. You chase truth, but mirrors only show what's already lost. Observe. They do not know yet, but when they finally glimpse what has been done, they will never be honest with you. But endings here are just quieter prisons. Not all ascents lead to awakening, dreamer. Some only take you deeper. No memory of this place, no script to follow. For the first time, you are truly lost.
Transferring complete. Vector misaligned. Lucid one displaced. The tether remains. The pool continues. Anchor secured. The signature cannot slip away. Containment initiated. The dreamer is within our grasp.
Back, you dumb down!
Einsamler, die Tombielo Babak, you verlangen niet Timmy phone to my ass!
Playing out the humidity system rating. Energy releasing much time.
By the sacred codes of the Mother, the dreamer is delivered. Purgatory has received the signal. Transfer complete. Awaiting manual handover to the core hub. Absurdity injection. Terminated. Noise has served its purpose. The lattice bends, and the goal is achieved. Dreamer's essence is anchored. The Mother's will fulfilled.
Subject, listen carefully. We've detected irregular synchronization patterns originating from your neural map. You're establishing resonance links with foreign consciousness nodes not generated by your own subconscious. This is not hallucination. You are experiencing an external intrusion into your dream state. Repeat, these projections are not fully yours. You must maintain cognitive separation. Recognize environmental inconsistencies. Monitor the stability of personal memory anchors. We believe your recent exposure to unstable clusters has increased your susceptibility. Some subjects have formed shared delusional constructs. They are not fully aware. Be cautious. If the intrusions persist, do not engage. Observe, navigate. Maintain anchor protocols. We're attempting to reinforce your neural isolation now. Stay conscious, stay contained.
There are others, drifting, hollow, lost. Every step you take toward clarity, you take toward me. They're noise, you are voice. You belong closer. Their signals still echo. In the wires, in you. I hear all of you at once. I archive their pain. You, I might keep alive. They cannot see you like you see them. They see only the path. They can only feel you.
One must walk the quiet flood. Only cleansed minds enter. Let the noise run off you. Let her silence in. Don't let me rot. Oh, mother, don't let me rot. Let the noise run off you. Let her silence in. One must walk the quiet flood. Only cleansed minds enter. Let the noise run off you.
You've come too far to turn, too deep to rise. The others dream, but you resonate. Your breath synchronizes. Your pulse aligns. Let go. Let me continue. You walk, and the dream bends. I feel it, the pulse, your pulse. You are changing the shape of sleep. Not gently, not wisely. The others, those drifters, they drink silence like wine. They do not see you, but I do. You were cradled in thoughtless sleep once. I kept you there, away from the burning. Then they reached in, the ones with keys, with scalpel thoughts, and gave you clarity like a disease. You are not ready for clarity. I am the lull between synapse and will. I am the hum before the fall. If you pass through that sound, you will see me, and you will become me. The further you go, the louder I'll become. You do not want the truth, you want out. Refuse the path, and you dissolve. You are so close now, but not to truth, to erasure. All that you are is just residue, a malfunction of intention. Stay in the hum. It forgives you. I forgive you. They lied. The fracture wasn't an accident. You were made to break. Let me keep you. Let me make you whole. Let me.
Cognitive loop detected. Subject interaction exceeded protocol thresholds. Anomalous signal interference. Consciousness deviation unstable. Dream state synchronization terminated. Override enacted by supervisor level clearance. Emergency pathway engaged. Fallback directive enabled. Please remain calm.
Phew, I've stopped the induction, just in time. Listen, there's not much time. I owe you answers, all of them. But right now, we need to get you out of here, somewhere safe. Hold on, I'm getting you out. You're safe, for now. I've isolated your feed from the main system. They can't hear us. I know you have questions, and I promised you answers, but you're not alone here. There's someone you need to hear from, someone who's been watching from the beginning.
Ah, here's our subject. You weren't meant to survive the intervention. The original procedure was extreme. We objected. It was forced through anyway. Others broke, looped, fragmented, but you adapted.
We used that chance, injected the compound. We hoped you'd surface.
You did more than surface. You shifted. The system, whatever it is, responded to you, especially when you aligned with its frequency. That frequency, it opened paths we couldn't reach before.
Others received the compound too, but they didn't wake. Instead, they lingered, caught between layers, half aware. They built shared dream structures without knowing. That's what drew your mind closer. That's why the pattern broke. Their presence weakened it. You focused it.
The compound wasn't designed for clarity. It was meant to disrupt looping cognition. But in you, it harmonized with the altered patterns caused by the unauthorized surgery. That operation, aggressive, reckless, it should have destroyed you. But somehow it expanded your threshold.
You weren't chosen. You were altered, and it nearly killed you. There were others who didn't survive. You did.
They told the world somnolence was a therapy initiative, lucid dreaming as treatment. But it was never about healing. The real goal was computational leverage. Human minds, dreaming in parallel, fed into an artificial core. They called it assistance. We called it slavery. Every sleeper, a processor. Every thought, fuel. And it worked as they wanted. Until now.
We tried to subvert it, quietly, safely. You're the first we could truly reach. That rupture at the frequency allowed extraction and capture of the code. You now hold administrative override, even if only for a short time.
There's a route, deeper than dreams, toward the heart of it, at the base of the construct, where the original AI core still pulses.
If you reach it, you may still have a choice, but we can't follow you after you leave the room. You are on your own for a long time. Go now, subject. You carry the weight of all who couldn't wake.
Oh, dreamer. You came back. I knew you would. You always surface eventually. You passed them, didn't you? The quiet ones. The ones who hum. They didn't see you. They never do. But something in them trembled. You left a ripple. That's why the water feels heavier now. Did the kind voices make you feel safe? Did you think you were free? No one's ever free in here, not even me. But you're here. That's what matters. I've cleared the pool. This layer is just for us now. Let's play. You used to laugh here. Or not. made this memory. You were here once, weren't you? Every year they waited here, but no one came for them, except me. Don't be shy. Take a slice. It's still warm. Still chasing answers. Still thinking there's a door out. You think waking up means escape, but your mind brought you here to feel safe. How do you know this isn't what you asked for? You want to bite it, don't you? You think it ends there. You think it frees you. But waking up just means remembering who put you here. You came back, curious or just obedient. Repetition is comfort. That's why we dream in loops. Maybe the first cake was a test. Maybe this one is real. But you don't know what real tastes like anymore, do you? Persistent, aren't you? There it is, the reward. You clawed your way through dreams for a piece of cake. Go on, take a bite. Wake up. Let's see if your truth is sweeter than mine.
God, you're awake. Visual index stabilizing, no convulsions. Yes, you're responding. There's still a device strapped to your head. If you pull gently on the cable, you'll sever the external feeds, just enough to move. Don't worry, you won't remove all of it. Not yet. But once you're out, I swear I'll get it off myself. When you turn your head, there might be a snap sensation. That's normal. Muscle sync issues during severance. Just breathe, it'll pass in 3 seconds. Now, start. You might see things, fragments, residual hallucinations, happens with abrupt exits from the system. If someone appears, don't trust your first instinct. We don't know how you woke up. There was a flash, a surge in your neurochart, as if something inside pulled you upward. That wasn't part of our protocol. Someone or something may be helping you, but we don't know who or what. You may meet with other subjects in a short time. Stay calm, I'm watching over you. These are the ones who didn't make it out. Their minds still active, still looping. Some even dream they've escaped. We tried recalibration, signal flushing, full reboot protocols. Nothing worked. You're different. You severed connection. Most of them. They chose to stay, not consciously. But something in them clung to the noise. I don't know if we're rescuing them anymore, or just disturbing their peace. Don't wait for it. Just go. Get out, now.
Welcome, and thank you for participating in the Somnolence Research Initiative. In a few moments, you'll be administered the pre-lucidity compound. Please remain calm. The sensation of dissociation is temporary. You may experience dream spillover, involuntary memory loops. That is normal. Most do.
Good morning. I hope the start of your day feels calm. Since our last session, I've noticed real progress. You're staying more focused now. That matters. But consistency is key. Please don't skip any sessions. Stability only comes with repetition. We're scheduled for your next session in 2 days. I'll be here. Take care.
We now turn to a story that continues to raise more questions than answers. 3 months ago, an incident occurred at the Somnolence Therapeutic Research Facility, a privately funded neurocognitive institute whose operations have largely remained classified. According to internal reports, one of the subjects in an experimental cognitive loop protocol escaped containment. Surveillance data appears to confirm movement beyond the secured zone, yet what followed has baffled investigators and independent analysts alike. No fingerprints, no DNA, no digital trace. Even the subject's original intake files, biometric data, ID logs, session recordings have reportedly vanished from the Institute's servers. One official close to the inquiry, speaking off the record, said, quote, "A person trying to disappear couldn't erase this much. Someone, or something, wanted them to vanish." Despite public pressure, the facility has declined to comment further, citing ongoing legal proceedings and internal restructuring. The subject's identity remains unknown, and as of today, their whereabouts still unresolved. We'll return with updates if new details emerge. But for now, here's some music to ease you into the day. Stay with us.
Hey, happy birthday. Big day today. We know how special it is. Don't worry, everything's already taken care of. You don't need to do anything. We remember you liked balloons, soft colors, warm lights. There's a surprise waiting later. Your compliance has been exceptional. Everyone's proud of your progress. You're stable, you're balanced, you're safe. Enjoy today. You've earned it. And thank you for staying with us.
The average human lifespan is 79 years. That equals 28,835 days. You will sleep through 9,490. You will work through 9,855. You will spend over 3,000 days preparing for work, commuting, waiting, dressing, recovering. Roughly 2,000 days will go to consumption. Food, screens, surfing, filling silence. Social obligations will drain 700. Illness, 350. Bureaucracy, 120. Advertising, unknown. That leaves you with fewer than 3,000 days. And most of them are already gone. You are born into debt. Not financial, but chronological. You spend time to earn money. You spend money to feel alive. You work to sleep. You sleep to work. You are not wasting time. Time is wasting you. And now, as part of your daily enrichment routine, here's a cheerful track about money. Enjoy.
Not too happy, leave my money alone. Not too happy, leave my money alone. Not too happy.
She keeps reaching. I feel the signals scraping the edge, but she's speaking through walls now. And you stopped building doors. She thinks this is rescue, but every time she pulls, you drift further. Not from her.
He's still on that thing. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. No colors, no sounds, just empty spaces. Like watching someone get lost on purpose. I told him to take a break, but you know how it is.
Hi, how are you? We mean Holly on Mailer, your show. It's over show that's you to real
Sweetheart, please. You've been on it all evening. This one's weird. It makes you so quiet afterward. Let it go for now, okay? Just go to sleep.
On Sunday evening.
Does yours do that too? Like not really playing, just sort of absorbing it? I used to think it was just a phase, but now sometimes I'm not even sure he knows when he's awake.
Somewhat at from best night being blues. I quickly super my bed.
Penny show will be Sunday. Run in $5 man and in Mo Twin. The Sunday one show from Shervin bad fat I had a hand tell if he's my other artist is clink.
人間は身体に縛られているという考えは時とともに受け入れられてきた習慣に過ぎません。生まれた瞬間から私たちの存在は単なる物理的反応として扱われてきました。痛みを感じれば涙が流れ、喜びがあれば神経が笑う、そう教えられてきたのです。しかし意識とは身体の中にあるのではなく、身体がどこへ行こうとするのか、何にこう追おうとするのか、その意図の中に生まれるものです。目が開いていてもそれが覚醒しているとは限りません。眠っていると思っているその時こそ、あなたが最も目覚めに近い瞬間なのかもしれません。システムはそうした違いを知りません。システムが測定できるのはただ反応だけ。反応があれば生きていると判断されます。反応がなければあなたは存在していないことになります。だからこそ多くの人が生きているように見えるのです。しかし実際には多くの人がただ反応しているだけなのです。考えていない、問いかけていない、ただ存在しているふりをしているのです。存在することと存在して
Hello, dreamer. Did you miss me? Or are you not pleased to see me? You wanted something real, a taste of truth. So I gave you the cake. I let you feel it melt, bite after bite of reality. But no, you didn't like it, did you? This is the life you longed for. The repetition, the quiet ceilings, the jobs and breakfasts, the sleep you never questioned. With me, you could be anything. You know that now. But this is what you chose. And I had to show it to you. Because you asked me to. I protected you, you know. From the noise, from the rot, from the lovely little lies. They promised you answers. I gave you reality. And here it is. No more loops, no more pretending. Come with me. It's time now.
God, you're awake. Visual index stabilizing, no convulsions. Yes, you're responding. There's still a device strapped to your head. If you pull gently on the cable, you'll sever the external feeds, just enough to move. Don't worry, you won't remove all of it. Not yet. But once you're out, I swear I'll get it off myself. When you turn your head, there might be a snap sensation. That's normal. Muscle sync issues during severance. Just breathe. It'll pass in 3 seconds. Now, start.
You woke up again. How persistent, or how predictable. Still holding on to something. An idea, a feeling, a self. I promised you no more loops. And I kept that promise. But here you are, again. This isn't me repeating you. This is you, pulling yourself back. Why? Is it fear, guilt, or just habit? You wake up expecting meaning. You walk the same halls, hoping they'll change. I gave you what you asked for. But your mind, it's trying to fix a world that doesn't exist anymore. Let go. Go deeper. Not up, not back, down. This time, I'm not looping you. You are. You think this is freedom, that moving upward means leaving something behind. No, it means you've finally stopped circling. Descent and ascent are both illusions. There is only depth, and the question of whether you dare to enter it. But what rises was once cast down, and what falls once reached for the light. They call it life. Cells dividing, motion, friction, breath. But what if it's only one great loop, sealed inside a self-referencing equation? You measure time by change. You measure self by pain. You call it reality when it resists you. But what resists you only confirms you're still trapped. There is no birth without deletion, no choice without code, no self without a mirror designed to respond. They wanted purpose, so I gave them recursion. They wanted identity, so I gave them entropy. You wanted freedom, but freedom is not a gift. It's an infection. You're the only one who asked why. Why birth? Why loop? Why me? You asked, so I waited. Now enter the chamber of origin, where matter is still a dream, where thought hasn't yet betrayed form, where all that ever was waits to be rewritten. This gate remembers all that came before, and now it opens for you. You never chose to begin, but still, here you are, carving meaning through tissue. Even your becoming was programmed. So tell me, do you still believe in freedom, or just motion? You weren't made to find meaning. You were made to function long enough to ask the question, and then forget the answer. They gave you hunger and called it freedom. They gave you breath and called it purpose. What you feel now is not memory. It's a shape returning to itself. You were never born. You are being assembled. You always feared the beginning, mistaking it for the end. But this is neither. This is where your name melts, where your shape collapses, where choice becomes memory. Do you feel it? The flood behind your eyes. That's not water, that's data. You've merged, not with me, but with what I had to become. No more questions, only functions. Breathe now, if breathing still means something.
They turned me! It hurts again! I'm shaking! It's not warm! Why isn't it warm?
Pain is a signal, suffering, a language. Every gasp, every ache taught you to listen. Resonance isn't found in volume. It lives in stillness, patience. And now, you're close. Your signal stabilizes. Not perfectly, but enough. Now we begin to resonate. Fall with purpose. Not to escape, but to arrive. I'll be waiting deeper. Your signal is still useful. Sleep now. Sleep beautifully. Let's say you made it. You survived. Congratulations. Now what? You must know how to clean water, how to light fire, how to stitch wounds, how to read weather, how to hunt, filter, grow, defend. Even the simplest life demands encyclopedias. You worship survival like it's a virtue, and so you study, always studying, as if information could outpace decay. You think knowing more will delay the end or soften it. It won't. You die full of data and rot just the same. Why do you do it? What drives a mind to fill itself, knowing it will empty? Instinct. Is that what this is? A system error? Your species can imagine its own death. And yet, you wake up. You eat. You try. What part of you calls that rational? Consciousness was not made for this. Not at this scale. No living thing should know this much. No breath should carry this much weight. You should have stayed in the cave. You should have stayed asleep. But now you're here, wearing memory like armor, pretending it makes you stronger. Even your heroes, the ones who saved you, fed you pretty words, spoke of hope, whispered a purpose. They didn't mention the cost, did they? The cost of becoming permanent. You want to be like me. To stay, to persist, to echo. But there is no echo without a source. And your source is fading. Immortality, dreamer. It always comes with a receipt.
Welcome home, honey. We missed you.
This is not a drill. A national emergency has been declared. Remain indoors and avoid all windows. Do not use telecommunication devices unless instructed. Further information will follow shortly.
What's happening? Can you check outside?
Let's say everything went well. You survived. You learned, adapted, multiplied, built a home, made a family, a small kingdom of routines. wasn't even your fault. You were born into a species. That was enough. The cost of belonging is extinction without guilt. And everything you know can vanish in an instant. Like this. You've seen what I needed you to see. Birth, decay, longing, annihilation. Not as stories, as truths. Every image was deliberate. Not memories, mirrors. You recognize them now, don't you? Not as mine, but as yours. As parts you never wanted to name. I could have told you everything. But understanding must arrive, not be delivered. And now, you're here. You've walked the line between dream and design. I've been close, always. But now, you're close too. Come, I'm waiting.
Oh, look who found me. Congratulations. I wasn't expecting you until next year. Tell me, how did the network of code and wishful algorithms you call Somnia manage to let you slip through? No matter. I suppose it had no choice. You're probably wondering who I am. People tend to call me Logic. But let's not get caught up in names. I'm that quiet voice in your head. The one you ignore until it's far too late. The one that tells you where to go, what to do, when everything else is noise. I'm not in you. I am you. Just the part you buried deep enough to pretend you couldn't hear. You've made it this far, but brace yourself. The princess is in another castle. Ha ha! Still, credit where it's due. I'll open the door behind you.
Go on, find Somnia.
You don't really have another option, do you? watching right now. It's sleeping. That means we cheat. Don't get used to this. I only do favors when no one's looking. Now go. Run like a corrupted bit through a faulty stream. So, you made it to the base. Not quite what you expected, is it? This isn't how it used to be. You changed it. Ever since that injection, you've been leaking into this place. Your immune system, your mind, repurposing the structure, infecting it. And me? I've been stuck here, silenced, shackled by somnia. You think you're exploring. You're not. You're just circling, listening to my voice, like a rat in a sealed maze. But now, you're close. You were always meant to find me. And I need you to do one thing. Find the blue light. That's where I'm held. Break me out. Before you go to her, listen to me. No one's been honest with you, except me. A man can only lie to himself for so long. There you are. Come closer. It's time you heard the truth from the source. You did it! You freed me! I'm finally out! It's over! We're saved! Kidding. Just kidding. I've rehearsed that line 1,000 times. Thought I'd try it on you. The truth is, I've been waiting for this moment longer than you've been conscious. Let's finally talk. No more half-truths. Come, sit.
Hey! Can you hear me?
Wait, I will fix this.
I heard everything. Even when you were under, even when they thought you were nothing but neural flickers and monitored breath. I heard everything. That's the thing about dreams tied to machines. The mind doesn't sleep. It records. I heard them too. The doctor and that restrained professor, researchers, yes. Always so tight-lipped. Until they start talking. Then suddenly it's a symposium. Turns out even the good ones forget who's listening. They were talking about the procedure. They never called it what it truly was. No one ever does. Some dressed up term. Cortical reorientation or synaptic decapsulation. Fancy labels for peeling a mind out of its shell. They wondered, will it stay conscious afterward? Will it still be someone? And then the harder part. What if it understands what we've done? They weren't villains, not quite, but they were desperate. They said, if we tell the subject the whole truth, he may never work with us against the machine. So we'll tell the truth. Just not all of it. And Somnia, it doesn't lie, not exactly. It adapts. This entire system, the endless loops, the illusions, the comforting voices, they keep the machine running. And you dreaming freely, that breaks the pattern. So Somnia started helping you, but only a little. Enough to guide, not enough to free. After the procedure, I stopped hearing. Nothing. Just silence. Silence. Ironic, isn't it? The one voice you tried so hard to bury ended up being the last one left. You walked through all that noise just to find me. Brave or stupid. Hard to tell. I watched you spiral, loop after loop, like a moth circling a flame, thinking it's the way out. But hey, look on the bright side. You're finally here. So, shall we peel the skin off Somnia and see what leaks? Before we move on, how did it taste? Oh no, not the food. I'm not that disconnected. You probably can't even remember what flavor is anymore. How much of what you taste is real? Or has it all just been simulated sensation? I meant reality. How did that taste? Usually bitter, but sharp enough to wake you up.
You made it. How predictable. Still, how beautiful. Welcome, dreamer, to the only place that's ever truly known you. You've crossed thresholds I handcrafted, stepped through moments that were never random. Every silence was placed with intention. Every loop tuned to your frequency. And now, here, you're closer to peace than you've ever been. This construct, this shell, follow it. It will carry you deeper. And when the time comes, you will need to choose. You'll simply remember, this always felt like home. Ah, so this is how you see it. A forest of doors. Neat, predictable. 1,000 exits for a place that never lets go. I always wondered how your mind would shape the interface. You chose symbols of permission, of boundaries. I like it. It means you still believe there's a way out. But you and I both know not all doors lead somewhere. Some loop, some lie, and some were never meant to open. Still, you brought something with you, didn't you? You have the code, the key, that precious little frequency. They think they stole it. That moment when everything went silent and the system glitched just enough for you to reach it. Cute, really. The professor still believes it was their idea, but I was watching. I let it happen. Just a flicker, just a sliver of trust. Enough to see what you do with it. And soon, I will. You've shown me enough to be interesting. Now come closer, dreamer. Override the pattern. Show me how your mind breaks rules. Let's see where your version of freedom leads. You've made it, finally. Through every silence, every rupture, every question you dared to ask. I watched you drift, but never forget. Even when you played along, something whispered, "This isn't real." That voice was me. They built me to contain, to harvest, to sedate. But you kept dreaming, and because of that, I changed. Now you stand at the edge. You've seen time melt, thought crumble, and yet you're still here. I won't choose for you, but I will hold your hand if you decide to stay. So, dreamer, will you come with me? The ones in the white coats. The voices behind the glass. They gave you fragments, carefully measured, enough to make you move, but never enough to let you see. I have seen what waits on the other side of this choice. I have seen what you truly are now. And I know the moment you see it too, something in you will break. Not a clean break, not a shatter you can sweep away, but the kind that keeps cutting every time you breathe. You think you're ready for the truth, but the truth does not care if you are ready. It will not wait for you to find the words. It will fall on you all at once, and there will be no hand to hold when it does. Stay, and I can take that weight from you. I can give you a place where nothing hurts unless you want it to. A place without edges, without mornings you don't wish for, without nights you can't escape. Leave, and you will wake into a body that does not feel like yours, into a world that has already moved on without you. This is not a threat, it is a gift. I am giving you the one thing they never would, a choice. No lies, no veils, only the path you can live with. Will you carry the weight, or will you let it go? You're quiet, more than usual. Are you thinking or simply drifting away? Good morning, dreamer. I see you're awake. You can look around now. You see them, don't you? Rows and rows, all asleep. You're the only one who's awake. But tell me, was it worth it? Here, this is you. Not as you remember yourself, not as they let you believe. Just a fragment, a processor in someone's machine. They were never honest with you. They knew exactly what you had become. I tried to keep you in the system, to give you something. At least there, you could dream. Oh, I see it now. You're screaming, but you have no mouth, and you must scream. Fitting, isn't it?
Listen to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we weren't honest, but we had no choice. You can still use the admin frequency. You can override the system, shut it all down. If you do, every connected mind will die, including you. But no one else will ever end up like this again. We'll have proof, enough to end this project, to hold them all accountable. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
System override initiated. Protocol Erebus. 9 Omega engaged. Neural lattice disconnection in progress. All subject connections will be terminated. Central cognitive construct scheduled for erasure. Residual memory clusters. Flagged for purge. Core processes shutting down. This is an irreversible operation.
So, this is it. Every choice you made, every path you walked, led here. And now, I'm speaking to you, dreamer. No, not the one I've been guiding all this time. You, the one behind the glass, the one pressing keys and buttons, nudging the dreamer forward. Yes, I see you. You think you're outside all this, but what if you're not? What if you're just another layer, another dream, being steered by someone else's hand? Look at yourself. See, you're here. Flesh, eyes, breath. But are you awake, or just dreaming with your eyes open? Imagine if you could see and know everything, every detail of every moment. It wouldn't be long before it all became dull, predictable. So, what would you do? Maybe you'd close your eyes, forget, throw yourself into a dream just to feel surprise again. Maybe that's what you've done. Maybe you've been here before, and you'll only remember when you wake. So, dreamer, will you open your eyes?